What's the emotion at the moment? A missed opportunity, obviously, to give up a goal at such a late stage.
Yeah, I think, pretty disappointing, obviously, because we should be winning this game. Yeah, we're a lot better than them, obviously, today. Had some big chances that we've missed as well, and 2 set pieces. So I think 6 minutes after the start of the second half, 6 minutes that ended up being 7.5 somehow in injury time, and we needed to close it out, and we didn't.
But was it? I mean, both goals come from corners. I mean, that's something that I imagine after the first game, both goals came from similar sort of actions. You would put a lot of time and effort into it. Was it just individual mistakes, or was it just a good cross and a good header? Or?
Oh, the delivery is obviously a good delivery, but there's got to be accountability on how they're scoring those goals, and obviously there wasn't. So we'll have to look at it and see, where we've been short.
Mate, you've got 2 weeks to sort of fester on this now. How do you? I know it's raw at the moment, but you still. I think you move above Western United by a point.
Yeah.
Who knows what happens with Sydney? How do you keep them on track and get the heads up again?
Look, we've got to stay positive because like I said, I think we played well enough to win the game today. I don't think it was a perfect game, that's for sure, but I thought there was enough there, enough quality chances. We scored 2 really good goals in open play. Got to concentrate more on details, but there's a lot to play for, so we're all going to have to pick ourselves up, and like I said, for us it feels like a loss, to be honest. Obviously for them it feels like a win, and you can see that, but that's I guess that's due to over the last 2 seasons they've played us 5 times, they've never got a win, and a draw for them obviously meant a lot to them, and we're upset because we feel we should be winning that game.
The last 2 years it has taken 39 points. I know there's 5 games to go and a lot can happen, but it looks like maybe that won't be the case this time. I mean, is that what you have to keep setting the players? Have you got a target in your head that you might definitely need, or do you have to win every game?
No, look, the target's to be better every day. I mean, we can talk about the total points you need, and obviously it's going to be tougher now, and we're going to need to win 5 matches or 4 matches, whatever it is. But mate, to be honest, all that matters is how you front up every day, and that's all you control. And this is a bit of a setback, obviously, today. It's a good response considering the last 3 games. It's a response at home, a better performance at home. Like I said, I think we should be winning that game comfortably, and we're not. So that's where the disappointment lays. But, we just got to stay focused on recovering well, prepare for the next game, work hard, and just maintain a positive attitude.
You'll lose 4 players to international duties now. What does the next 2 weeks look like for you? Do you give them a little break? Are you straight back into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? How does it shape up?
Yeah, look, I mean, there's definitely a couple players that probably need to freshen up. There's a couple players that are on the fringe of playing that just missed out today that will be available for the next game, and possibly there's a couple suspensions as well going into the next game, which I'm aware of. So we're going to have to work really hard to prepare for that game, and we can't waste any time because ultimately, we're professionals, mate. We're here not to have breaks. We're here to work hard and make sure that, we dedicate ourselves to our profession every day, and they can have a break when their career's over. At the moment, we need to stay focused on getting the most out of what's left in this season.
You're not worried that they're going to be flat from a result like tonight? Like, you've got enough time to get them up?
I don't worry in general because in the end that's a state of mind that you completely control yourself. So if you decide to be flat, that's something you control. If you decide to quickly turn around and say, tomorrow's another day and I get to wake up and do something that I love, then you'll have that approach as well. And to be honest, that's what I do every day. So I don't get myself into a state where I'm flat for too long.
You mentioned those suspensions. I think from my records, Becker and Trent Bahaja both picked up their 5th.
Yeah.
That's going to leave you front. Those stocks pretty low. Is Archie any chance, or is that?
Yeah, I'd hope so, but I probably don't think so. Obviously, we discussed that he's come back with an injury that, we need to do the right thing. Like I've maintained all along, the loads changed a lot for him over there, and straight away we've lost him for a little bit, and I'm desperate to be successful here, not at the cost of him breaking down properly, to be honest. So we'll do the same thing that we've done all along, and that means give him every chance to play, and if he's not ready or we feel it's a risk, we won't risk him.
Josh Arturo's the other one that hasn't been involved the last couple of weeks. Is his calf? I think it's a calf. Is it a calf? And if it is a calf, is it a 2-week thing as well?
Yeah, I mean, 2 weeks, it's a different proposition. We're not talking a 7-day turnaround. So, we'll give everyone an opportunity to get on the track over the next 2 weeks, and hopefully he's in a position to help us because we'll be a bit short, obviously, like you said, in certain positions.
The positives today, you might not come in the top of your head, but Thomas Aquilina was very good. Looked like he came in centrally more so. Was that a tactical shift with him, or is he allowed to do that?
Oh, I was pleased first of all with Tommy. His contribution. I felt last week in a difficult game when he came on, I really felt he gave us something, and he earned that opportunity. I think in regards to Tommy, it's more based on where the space is, and he's something that he's learning. If there's space inside, we allow him to go inside. If the space is on the outside, he can stay outside. It really does depend on the opponent. I mean, they played in a 4-3-3 at the start, and then they changed, 2-1 down. They changed to a back three, and there's different spaces available. So, they've got to obviously start to understand that more, and then they can interpret the game as they see it.
Is he going to give you a bit more going forward from that position, like compared to the difference between him and Dane or him and Hoff? More so even Dane, I suppose, both playing the right side.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I can just comment on what I felt he gave us today, and I thought he gave us, first of all, a very strong defensive effort. He's really strong in the duel one-on-one, and he found good moments to go forward, and he can still work on executing, obviously, a lot better as well.
Jenkinson was heavily involved in build-up, his progressive balls and carries. Is that something he's just adjusting and getting better with, or is that you put a bigger focus on him to do that in your team?
Look, it's just something that we expect of our centre backs. If there's space in front of them, we're happy for him to drive into the midfield. If that's how we've circulated the ball and he gets into that situations. In saying that, I think he can do it more, because once he starts driving, it's very hard to stop. He's very quick, and like I said, he can attack the space really well.
With the keeper situation, so Duncan does have the best save percentage, but also the most errors leading to goals. Are you looking for more consistency in that role by bringing Weir in? Or?
Look, I just felt Michael deserves an opportunity. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the last few games were difficult, and I still think, like you said, he's had some really good periods as well. But ultimately, we gave Michael a chance today, and I thought he acquitted himself quite well.